Near mint condition, the home of collected editions.
That cover's so awesome.
Absolute format is the best way to own this store. Time to empty those wallets and fill those shelves. How's it going, all you minties? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And join me today for my overview of the Savage Dragon Vault Edition Volume 1 from Image Comics. So let's go ahead and get started. And welcome back, everybody. Before going any further, a big thank you to the folks at Image for sending us a copy of this Vault Edition. Now, this comes inside of this cardboard box, very similar to what IDW does with their artist editions or what Taschen has been doing with their big books. But inside here is where you're going to have the actual Vault Edition. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So freaking cool. The ISBN is here as well as on the actual book. So this is coming in. Let's do that first. Let's take it out of the plastic. All right, now that we've got it out of its plastic, let's quickly do a size comparison. So here we have it next to a omnibus, and just so you can see how much bigger it is, how much taller it is, and of course, longer. As a matter of fact, there's been deluxe editions of Savage Dragon released by Skybound and Image Comics. Not sure why I didn't go this route instead. But rest assured, these are the same dimensions as Omnis, just so you can see how much taller that is. And again, compared to the dimensions here in the front. So yes, of course, I'll be doing a comparison internally here in a little bit. But for now, let's focus on this. Here's this wonderful piece by Erik Larsen, Savage Dragon Vault Edition. And what this is an artist edition. It is the size of the drawing paper that Erik Larsen drew Savage Dragon on. Image logo, Savage Dragon, Vault Edition, Erik Larsen 1, and dragon down there with the sunglasses, and then this back piece with the signature of Erik Larsen. So what's interesting about this collection is I had interviewed Erik Larsen a couple times on the channel, and I've known about this fire that destroyed a lot of original art, so I'm curious how much of Savage Dragon is collected in here. So we are going to find out together. All right. We're going to crack this open together. This is my first time looking at this book. So here is the end sheet right here. And let's see if they have a different... Yes, they do. They got another panel in the back. I love when they do this. Now that's an artist edition. All right. Let's look in here. Check out what kind of goodies they have. This is printed like in a thicker paper stock. Not quite matte, but let's see what it's about. Erik Larsen, creator, writer, artist. Chris Alepolis is the letter, and Joe Ekiorn is thick as a brick. Interesting. Maybe the director behind this. So here we have some pages. Does it give you a table of contents? Or what's originally printed in here? Oh, okay. It is artwork from Savage Dragon 1 through 3, and then the Savage Dragon 1 through 5. So it's got the original artwork, or some of the original artwork, from the first 3-issue miniseries, and then issues 1 through 5. So you do have a border right here, and a border out there, kind of like framing up the original art, but the art itself is fully from top to bottom. And this is telling you what page you're on. I love that. I'm assuming the editor or Erik Larsen went back and was like, no, wait, let's use that for page 8 instead. So maybe it was for the extended. Wasn't there like when the trade paperback came out, they extended some of the story? I don't know. I'm thinking ahead. So they've got these pieces right here with lettering, of course. And this is all done in black and white. There is no color here. I'm going to skip a little bit, so in case you're getting this and you love Erik Larsen, I want you to be surprised. So it's got him fighting the reporter. What is Double Face, I think? What was his name? Double Dealer. Man, Larsen created so many characters for the Dragon. Now we're looking at issue number 2 here. So, yeah, this is issue number 2, page 9. This is when he's with the Chicago police force, and there is Pajama Man, or Star, really. Oh, love the ink splatter right there. A little bit of whiteout. Give it some texture. Oh, that's so cool. The city skyline right there. Oh, yes. I love this piece. This is from, let's see, page 42. This is from the ongoing series. So I'll do a comparison here in a little bit. I've always loved that piece. I thought it was so dark and twisted that Larsen could do things like that. Let me skip a little bit again. There's Super Patriot. It passes out after the fight. Oh, I guess it goes without saying, if you haven't read Savage Dragon, this might have some spoilers for you. Just letting. I love the die at the hands of Inferno, and then the next page he just knocks him out. Yes, right here. Really, who uses words like that? Man, Dragon was so awesome. I love it. Was my favorite ongoing Image title out of the original 6. Because Wills Portacio didn't come around with Wetworks until a little bit later, because unfortunately, some family issues. Oh, they even have the Bedrock, or I'm sorry, this was when he was Bedrock issue in here from Youngblood. Yes, and Youngblood is getting one of these Vault editions later this year, and I cannot wait for that. Oh, this is when he just comes over. Is it issue number 3? Yeah, issue number 3. When he comes over and he's like, man, I just picked a fight with you to see if you were strong enough and worthy enough to join Youngblood. And I hope it has it. Oh, and a Spawn little cameo. Nice, nice. Which was also used in the pages of McFarlane's Spawn. But he's like, what? That is so stupid. And Bedrock's like, well, it works in Marvel Comics all the time. I think that was the joke. Then we get a little bit of glimpse as to who the Savage Dragon could be. Could it be this kid named Rodney? Let's see if it has it. It happens in Marvel Comics all the time. That is the stupidest. Oh, I love the humor in this, man. It was so. I don't want to call it edgy. I know it's the 90s and people immediately think, oh, it's edgy. Oh, this awful set. I'll skip that in case you haven't read it. So, and Savage Dragon goes through his depression phase right here. Grows a mustache. And trying not to lose. Oh, man, trying not to lose it. So it looks like they have, yeah, the first 5 issues in here, as much original art as they can have, and then it has some of the mini-series, which I thought, like I said, a lot of that had been lost. So covers and pinups and sketches here. There's cover to issue number 1. Some pinups, and then more cover art right here. Super Patriot, the fight with Bedrock. Issue number 4, 5. Pin-up right there. I love when he got shredded like his police clothes. I remember reading somewhere, maybe it was years ago when I talked to Larsen at a convention, that he couldn't draw the badge to be exactly the Chicago Police Department badge. I can't remember why exactly. Maybe it was they asked him not to. I can't. If anybody knows, please leave the comments down below, because I cannot quite remember. So, oh, that is so. I love the heavy inks like this, and the ink splatter everywhere. Then this piece right here, and this is from the trade paperback, if I'm not mistaken. Doesn't say. And the bio on Erik Larsen, the Savage Dragon Finn. Now, one thing you're probably noticing as I'm going through here, or maybe you noticed, is the same thing Jim Lee did. And that is walked away from Marvel Comics with Marvel Comics illustration pages. So if you look at like the Jim Lee DC's artist edition from IDW, you'll see that it has Marvel Comics on there too. I had to explain why. So when these guys left Marvel, of course they walked away with a big stack of paper, so they didn't have to purchase any and draw on for a long time. So you see the Marvel logo. This book has 144 pages and again retails for $150. Now, let's talk about the build of the book. It has sewn binding, and again 144 pages. It is printed in it is matte paper. It just feels a little bit slicker than what the IDW uses for the artist editions. So again, it doesn't have a table of contents. That's one of the things I wish it would have. So you have to rely on your memory, or actually, you know, they always put the page number up there, but sometimes they don't put the issue numbers where it came from. And then the back here, I wish they had had a little note telling you where these pinups originated from. Like this is from the hardcover. This I know is from the actual trade paperback. But a little note would be really cool for these pinups. Or maybe even here at the very beginning. Oh, that's so awesome. Man, so much testosterone and adrenaline right here. Like have a little table of contents letting you know where each of these appeared in. Now, what I want to do really quick is compare it to the deluxe hardcover, where we have this very first page right here of the dragon on fire. And this is the color version from the deluxe edition, so it's bigger than the trim size of your single issue. But this is the original size, so you can see all the sketching over here, all the lines and the amount of details. Like, I don't think, I'll be honest with you, until I saw this, I don't even remember the fence, because it just kind of blends in, and it has to, right, because we're looking at a fire, but it kind of blends in with the grass. I wouldn't have noticed that, or the shadows. Like, that's why I love artist editions. It's like they've got some of this right here. Compare it to the color edition, where they're adding a lightning effect right here. A little bit of the rain effect. Yeah, it looks so different. And of course, yes, the colors, right? Can't really see the green when it's in black and white. There's the original Super Patriot. Let's look at that and the design of the character. I'm gonna skip a little bit to look at this scene right here where he's going in, and this is when he does the flip and jumps into the house. Oh, these 2 pages. Honestly, I mean, damn, they're just as awesome in black and white. If not, actually, a little bit more. You learn to appreciate, like, just how much the ink splatter goes outside of the page that is actually trimmed right here. So badass. You know, I notice a little bit more of the sunglasses right there than over here. And then, of course, this image right here. Wow, what an awesome, awesome book. As I mentioned, we do have a Youngblood book coming out, but I'd love to know what everybody else would love to see collected from Image Comics in this big artist editions, vault editions that they're coming out with. But that's it, everybody. That, as they say, is that. If you're interested in purchasing this vault edition, don't forget to check out our sponsor, cheapgraphicnovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget that CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And that was the content, the page count, and build of this hardcover. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan on picking this up, if you have fond memories of the Savage Dragon. And if you want other vault editions from Image Comics, I know we're getting a Youngblood one, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. But what other vault editions do you want from Image Comics? Any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.